I don't even bother watching a BL if it doesn't have at least one intense jealousy moment. A possessive male lead and a kiss that feels like a territorial warning. Why? Because I love escaping into a world where a character is so irresistible, his partner literally cannot stand the thought of anyone else looking at him. Now, would I tolerate this behavior in real life? Absolutely not. If someone tried to pull that on me, I'd be gone faster than a high speed train. But in fiction, in BL, I eat it up. So, today I've put together a list of some of my favorite jealousy fueled BL kisses. The kind that had me pausing, replaying, and grinning like a maniac. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite or if I missed one that absolutely deserved to be here. Pete spends half the time pretending cow means nothing to him, acting cold, setting rules, keeping his distance. But the second Pisan starts treating cow with even a hint of real care, Pete's entire facade cracks. Suddenly, he's watching from the sidelines, seething, unable to bear the idea of someone else touching what he can't let himself claim. That dinner with Pisan, it pushed him straight over the edge. He inserts himself into their night, boldly declares cow as his, and doesn't even try to hide the jealousy simmering underneath. By the time he gets cow alone, all his restraint is gone. The walls come down, the bitterness spills out, and the kiss that follows is anything but tender. It's fierce, frustrated, and full of the kind of hunger you only get from wanting something for far too long. It's not just a kiss, it's possession, confession, and surrender all at once. Imagine being forced to play enemies with the one person you can't stop thinking about. That's the agony Pat lives through. The world around them expects rivalry, conflict, distance, while all Pat wants is to be near Pran, to talk to him freely, to stop pretending. But every time someone interferes, tries to wedge them apart or provoke a fight, the jealousy and frustration in Pat reach a boiling point. And it's not the kind of jealousy that comes from seeing Pran with someone else. It's deeper. It's jealousy toward the world itself, for making him hide how he feels. And finally, it breaks him. That confrontation isn't just about clearing the air. It's about Pat reaching his limit, realizing he can't keep this quiet anymore. What follows is one of the most emotionally charged kisses in BL. It's raw, teary, and stripped of ego. It's a kiss born from pent-up pain, silent longing, and the need to stop pretending. Vulnerability spills out, and for the first time, both Pat and Pran let themselves feel it all, right there in front of us. The best part about Chi-Cheng and Woo-So-Wei, they're both equally jealous, equally possessive, and completely obsessed with each other, and everyone around them knows it. They don't hide their chaos, they match it. So when Xiao Shu Shai lies to Woo-So-Wei about Chi-Cheng's ex showing up and trying to win him back, Woo-So-Wei spirals hard. Suddenly, he's not just jealous, he's insecure, overthinking everything, comparing himself to someone who's no longer even relevant. And it doesn't matter how many times Chi-Cheng has reassured him, how obvious it is that he's head over heels for Woo-So-Wei. That fear creeps in anyway. But then, at midnight, Chi-Cheng shows up. Not at the airport, not with the ex, he comes straight to Woo-So-Wei. And that's all the confirmation he needs. He grabs him and kisses him, fiercely, repeatedly, as if every kiss is a warning. You're mine. It's messy, possessive, and full of pent-up emotion. And Chi-Cheng, he takes it all in, gently coaxing him down, only falling harder in the process. A and Pete's relationship might look innocent on the surface. Soft smiles, shy glances, quiet care. But when A gets jealous, the sweetness is all gone. A isn't gentle like Pete. He didn't grow up sheltered or soft-spoken. He's rough around the edges, direct, unfiltered, and deeply protective. And Pete, with all his sweetness and self-doubt, has no idea just how far A has fallen for him. So when A sees Tin getting way too close, hovering over Pete like he's about to kiss him, something in him snaps. He doesn't wait, doesn't ask. He drags Pete into the locker room, slams the door, and demands answers. His voice is sharp, his eyes burning, and his jealousy is no longer subtle, it's consuming. He doesn't want explanations, he wants assurance. He wants Pete to say he's his, only his. And when words aren't enough, he acts. He pins Pete's trembling hands to the locker and kisses him with everything he's been holding back. It's raw, aggressive, possessive, a kiss that leaves no room for doubt. If we're talking pure, unfiltered jealousy, Ming takes the crown. From the very first kiss, he's made it crystal clear. Joe is his and he's not here to share. And when it comes to Saul, Ming's patience runs dangerously thin. The fact that Joe and Saul have history, that Joe once liked him, is enough to set Ming on edge. So when he sees them hugging at an event, it's game over. No questions, no waiting. Ming drags Joe straight into the nearest bathroom, fueled by a kind of possessiveness that doesn't care about timing, location, or consequences. He doesn't want to hear excuses. He doesn't care that people might be watching or that the event is still going on outside. In that moment, the only thing he wants is for Joe to remember exactly who he belongs to. Joe, ever the voice of reason, tries to protest, worried someone might just say, but Ming doesn't let him speak. He shuts him up with a kiss, rough, relentless, and all-consuming. The kind of kiss that marks territory, that leaves no space for doubt. Joe may have had a past with Saul, but Ming is making sure he has no future with anyone else. Joe's been questioning everything ever since Bison started teaching him about the things adults do. Identity, desire, labels, it's all a blur. He thought he was in control, thought he knew who he was. But Saul's dominance, his intensity, the way he makes Jun feel, it throws him completely off. Suddenly Jun isn't sure if he's the one leading or being led. So in a moment of rebellion and confusion, Jun decides to test the waters with someone else. Someone who maybe resembles Son but doesn't carry all that power over him. But the second Bison gets wind of it, he storms into the club like a man possessed, rips Jun straight out of another man's arms and takes him home without a word of apology. This isn't about teaching anymore, it's about claiming. Bison makes it very clear. If Jun's going to experiment, if he's going to learn, then it will be under his guidance and no one else's. No substitutes, no distractions, just Son, the only one Jun is allowed to come undone for. Mark has never fallen for a man before. He's always teased Owen, bickered with him, flirted just for fun, but it was never serious. Not until Owen's attractive foreign friend enters the picture. Suddenly everything shifts. Suddenly Mark can't stand the sight of them laughing together, getting too close, locking eyes like there's history between them. Something in Mark snaps. Jealousy hits before he even has time to name it. He doesn't know what this feeling is, but he knows one thing. He doesn't want Owen walking away with anyone else. As Owen turns to leave, Mark runs after him, grabs him and kisses him with the kind of intensity that leaves no room for misunderstanding. It's messy, impulsive, and loaded with truth. That kiss says everything Mark couldn't. You're not just a joke, you're not just fun, I don't want to lose you. For the first time, Mark stops playing and starts fighting. With every kiss, every touch, he shows Owen exactly how serious this is. Suyon's biggest flaw has always been his silence, his inability to say the words that mattered when they mattered the most. He loved Daon deeply, sacrificed for him quietly, and made sure his university life was easier, but he never truly voiced any of it. Despite being Daon's first kiss, his first love, his first everything, Suyeon held back. letting fear and pride speak louder than his heart. Dawn, confused and still growing, once mistook admiration for Jaemin as love. But the moment Suyeon entered his life, something shifted. His feelings deepened, turned real, but Suyeon missed that window. And when Dawn finally moved on and found someone new, Suyeon came crashing back in, still stuck in the past, unwilling to let go. His jealousy burned through every glance, every word left unsaid. When he saw Dawn with someone else, he didn't talk, he acted. Forceful kisses replaced confessions, and instead of bringing them closer, they only pushed Dawn further away. What was once passion turned into fear. Suyeon was no longer the boy Dawn loved. He became the man Dawn feared he might never escape from. And that wraps up my favorite jealousy fueled BL kisses. Messy, possessive, and absolutely unforgettable. There's just something so addicting about watching a character lose control the moment someone else gets too close to the person they love. It's dramatic, intense, and everything I want from BL fiction. Emphasis on fiction. Now tell me in the comments which kiss hit you the hardest or which one I should have included. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive into the chaos and beauty of BL. Bye!